Yo guys, the upcoming Dark Deception multiplayer, Dark Deception Monsters and Immortals, is just around the corner, and today we're taking a look at all the info we know about this game and wrapping it up, all in one video. What do you mean I can't wrap up all the info of this game in one video? Just you watch! Yo, what's up? It's Just Games here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're collecting all we know and taking a look at what's confirmed for the upcoming Dark Deception multiplayer, Dark Deception Monsters and Immortals. Without further ado, let's get it. Now, we all know we're excited to play Monsters and Immortals. We finally get to play Dark Deception with other people and see how they will react while playing with us. It's a perfect multiplayer horror game. Wait, what do you mean you're excited for Dark Deception Chapter 4? Come on, at least we got a release date, which is the 16th of October, unlike you guys. Have I mentioned that the game is set to release in October 16th of this year? Mark your calendars, folks. Halloween is coming up in the same month, so it'll be a perfect game to play during that month. Trust me, this game is going to be wild, and you don't want to miss it. And the price of the game ain't that expensive. It's only a small price of $9.99, which in my opinion is a decent entry-level price for a game like this. The prices for the DLCs that will be later implemented in the game aren't confirmed yet, but Vince, the developer of Dark Deception and Monsters and Immortals, say that they'll be around $3 to $6 each in one of his live streams. So if you want to play the Brute from Monstrum or Evil Nun from Evil Nun, your wallet won't take a huge toll from it. Vince also confirmed in one of his Q&A live streams that there would be a gameplay trailer coming soon, so expect that also. Now, what we know so far is that this game has two modes. One of the modes, Mortals vs. Monster mode, is based off the original Dark Deception gameplay with collecting shards, avoiding monsters, and escaping a bunch of nightmares. But instead of a bunch of monsters chasing one mortal like in the original game, it's going to be one monster chasing 4 mortals. I might be mistaken and instead it might be 3 mortals. But anyways, we know there will at least be one monster and several mortals on the playing field trying to collect all the soul shards in the area. What's even better is that for the mortals, there would be powers. Just like in the ones in Dark Deception, you can use against the monsters that are exclusive to Monsters and Immortals. Maybe we'll get a double speed boost or something cool like that. And not only that, but Vince did confirm that the bosses from Dark Deception will be in the game, but they won't be playable. Maybe after beating some zones, we'll encounter them. Honestly, it would be awesome to go up against Doom Ducky with some friends or murder every single goddamn annoying clown gremlin as a team sport. With some friends, of course. We also had the second game mode, which is the Monster Royale mode, which there would be several monsters on the playing field, and you basically fight like in a Battle Royale mode. The last one standing wins the match. Vince haven't confirmed how many players will be in each match, but hey, we can assume it's a decent amount for it to be fun. Unlike the normal Mortals vs. Monster mode I mentioned earlier, we actually got a little teaser of the game mode that was uploaded to Glowstick Entertainment, the team behind both Dark Deception and Monsters and Immortals Instagram page. It looks like when you attack an enemy, it shows how much damage it's done in numbers, which I'm assuming because of this feature, monsters will have different stats when it comes to how much damage they can do to an enemy. All I know is that the Dread Ducky Curb Stomp better do the most damage. Bruh. We also have another game mode, which is the offline mode where you play offline, which means you could probably play both modes, Monsters vs. Mortals mode and Monster Royale mode, offline. It will definitely help with the Monster Royale mode. Trust me, there's going to be players who will mess you up at every turn if you don't get practice. Speaking of monsters, recently the Monsters and Immortals official Instagram account did drop several pictures of the default monsters who will show up in Monsters and Immortals, which are Murder Monkey, Agatha, Gold Watcher, Dread Ducky, and Clown Gremlin, the monsters we've seen so far in chapters 1 through 3 of Dark Deception. Now, these monsters will be free at launch, unlike the DLC monsters, which I'll mention later. But Dark Deception Chapter 4 monsters won't come until after the release of Chapter 4 because that's where their abilities and everything else that was supposed to surprise fans when Chapter 4 releases. So, sorry to the fans who wanted to play Reaper Nurse or Hangry, aka Mr. Glizzy, or anyone else in the Chapter 4 roster. Oh, I forgot to mention, we can also play as Malk in the game. Honestly, murder monkeys and Malik would be my go-to monsters. What about yours? Hit up that comment section below. Oh, and it seems like the original Dark Deception levels will be included, which includes Hotel, Agatha's Schoolhouse, Manor, Sewer, and Carnival as well. But I do hope they add exclusive Monster Immortals level. Maybe levels based off the Dark Deception rejects, like the office level and the prison level. Now the DLC monsters will include their very own level themed off their game or what they represent. But so far, the only DLC monsters that have been announced are the crossover DLCs from other indie horror games like Yandere Simulator, Evil Nun, and Monstrum, which we got Evil Nun from, go figure, which they'll give her a church level? Look, I never played Evil Nun, so go figure part 2. Brute and the Fiend from Monstrum, which they'll give them their cargo ship level, and Ayana from Ayana Lovestick Labyrinth. You might be thinking, why is Ayana from Yandere Simulator in a whole different game title than Yandere Simulator? Well, Glowstick and Yandere Dev decided to do a crossover with their games, which turned out to be Ayana Lovestick Labyrinth. We haven't heard any news about it in a while, or even seen gameplay about it. We did get teasers of their models though, but I digress. Now, these DLC monsters won't be released at launch as well because the team wanna at least get the base game out before adding anything else, not only to save themselves from extra work, but to at least get the game out by the release date. Have I mentioned that the game is set to release in October 16th? We can't forget about the Mortal Cell. I'm not too sure if they're going to add the protagonist of Dark Deception, Doug Hauser, into the game, but recently, just like the monsters, they announced Bierce as one of the mortals. And that's crazy because not only is she the one to guide us in Dark Deception.
Fortunately for you, I can give you the power to jump across. No, not with those spindly legs of yours. I'm talking teleportation.
But how the hell is she gonna run in that crazy ass dress? Come on, Bierce, you're gonna trip and slam into the ground before you even make it to the portal. You should have just stayed in the ballroom. Also, her model looks different. Maybe it's a new model. After all, they did show us that she has some new animations for Dark Deception, so maybe they used this model to help with that. Now, we do have some DLC mortals that will be included with the DLC monsters as well, like the Lost Child from Evil Nun, Senpai from Ayana Lovestick Labyrinth, and Yandere Dev. No way! People are going to be ridiculous while playing him. You don't even have to ask me. Just wait till he comes out and you'll see how sick and twisted it's going to get. People are going to do the worst with him. Glowstick, you're smart by adding him as a mortal, but at the same time, not so smart. At least we get to chase him down and ask him when he's going to finish Yandere Simulator. That's all we know that is confirmed for Dark Deception, Monsters Immortals. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like my content, make sure to go down and hit that red button, you know, the subscribe button. You know, you don't know? Okay. And also hit that bell and turn on notifications because you don't want to miss an upload, if you subscribe, of course. Also, go check out my Instagram and Twitter where I upload art, updates, and everything else if you want to know. This is iJustGames, and I am out.